Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today, before Last Man Standing begins, we are going to grab the second last reward of campaign. Of course, it's going to give us 3 copies of a random Enigma card, 2 random Enigma supports, and then 1 of the following WrestleMania 40 equipment, followed by the 2 Enigma train-ups. So, I've been going back through this. As you can see, I've managed to 3-star all the way through this, and we got right up to Sami Zayn. Now, Sami Zayn's given me some problems. I'm not sure what the problem is. It's just, well, that's half the problem right there. But for some reason, Sami Zayn down arrows are just a whole different level to all the other matches from 64 up to 69. Nice. But with Undertaker, we're going through the left arrows. Of course, Undertaker only allows us to use left arrows, and then once we finish that, we're going to take on Triple H. That allows you to use everything, but his stats are ginormous. Now, I've seen some techniques for how to get through those, but for what we've done here, the first match is going to be speed. We are going to use our ladder to increase Finn Balor's speed to win that first match. The second match is going to be charisma, which we're going to win with our 2 Macho Man Randy Savages. And then we're going to use the super move to get our EOS guys speed here up to enough to win the final match. So that's what we're going to do. And a lot of campaign mode is all just set up. That's what the majority of it is towards the end. And we're going to try and get ourselves an Undertaker. I'm not guaranteeing anything because some of the parts are still very, very difficult. So we are on 4,696, which is enough to beat CM Punk. Next up is the tag for charisma, which hopefully our 2 Macho Man Randy Savage should be able to win this. The Macho King Randy Savage, I should say. And then our super move here is going to raise EOS Guy's speed up to almost 7,000, which should be enough to take down Thea Hale. And there we go, with our 3rd star there. We have successfully done it, which means we can now claim our reward. So we got the WrestleMania 40 mouthguard, and our Enigma card is Karrion Kross. Okay, that's actually pretty good. We needed more left arrows. So that's going to give us the Enigma, train-ups, our Karrion Kross, 3rd Karrion Kross. Okay. It's not the best one. Ideally, what we'd have liked to have seen is something that only increases 1 singular stat rather than 2 stats, but Judgment Day, very cool, pump it up. And of course we've got 2 of those, so, and Karrion Kross is brand new, as is the Enigma pump it up action. So this is all very, very cool. We're going to lock down our mouthguard because it's actually decent. It's usable in campaign and in almost nothing else. So let's go ahead. Let's train up our cards because they are, once this goes away, there we go. They are actually fully ready to be swapped in. Draft board is now maxed. Yeah, we've got 54. And let's go to combinable. Well, we don't need this one up. But, yeah, there we go. So, both these are level 100, so let's combine. And there we go, it's 470 speed and charisma, which is very, very cool. And our Karrion Crosses, they all have their level 100, they all have their 100 matches. You see the variant here is 020. The variant doesn't actually need to be maxed out before you pro them. It will still give you a perfect pro. The only thing maxing out the variant does is when you make the pro, if both of them have their 20, then the pro will have 10 of his 20. Whereas If you pro them and you get 20 variants anyway, it's still going to do the exact same thing. Of course, the variant for Enigma cards is to play Money in the Bank, which is a little bit annoying, but that's what we have. So let's go ahead and combine. It doesn't matter what one we combine with. Let's go with this one. And there we go. Very powerful Carrying Cross. And the last thing we're going to do is lock him down, and we're going to fortify with our other Carrying Cross. And you'll see that because this Carrying Cross is at level 100, when we fortify, that's actually going to take that experience and put it over. So you see his level now jumps up to 65. So we still have a little bit of training to do. Let's go ahead and lock that down. The reason my Sony Development Manager is still at level 0 is because we've actually got an Enigma card that does the exact same thing, an Enigma support, which is Jerry the King Lawler, who is giving 299 to both toughness and charisma. But this Enigma, it's a single use, it's not a manager of course, but it's going to do 407 to speed and charisma, and of course once we get that train up to level 100, that will be pretty huge as well. Now our guitar gives plus 700, so I don't expect to be up to that point, but it might actually surpass our current ladder, which is 530. That isn't a pro. So that could be very, very cool and could be very, very helpful for the rest of what we're going for. Now let's train up our Carrying Cross. Go to Unlocked. Now, that's only going to give 40 levels for a Fortified 2 WrestleMania 40 Randy Orton? It's a bit rude. I expected it to fully level him, but maybe not. Hang on, if we go to this and we train with Randy Orton, that's max level. This seems like a better idea. So there we go, so the maximum level, it only gives 475 to speed and charisma. I thought the stats were going to increase quite a bit further, but no, unfortunately they did not. So the 530 to speed is still better, unfortunately. So let's level up our Carrying Cross. What do we have that we can use? We have a whole bunch of train-ups. I think it makes sense to use the weakest ones. So that's going to be 22 levels. And the gold one is going to be 34 levels. And we need to get 50 levels. That's not how math works. Oh, I see. So this part here still isn't finished. Okay, let's try another one. Is that going to be enough to get us up to Fortified 1? Oh, we're so close. Well, actually, what we can do is we can just use the draft board here. And we'll use this to finish leveling up our Carrying Cross. Now, of course, our Carrying Cross doesn't have his 100 matches or his 20 variants yet, so it's not going to be entirely fair to judge him. And we're just going to accept those. And if we go to Recent, then you get to see everything. Let's try that. It's actually very close. It's closer than I expected it to be. And there we go. So at Fortified 1, our Carrying Cross has from weakest to strongest 1,919 speed, 2,142 in charisma, 2,276 in toughness, but a whopping 2,437 in power, and of course the cross jacket gives 128 both power and toughness, which is very, very cool indeed. Let's see what images we've got for Karrion Kross. Of course, we've got very old school images. I think I prefer that look to him rather than his Enigma image. I don't think his Enigma image is that fantastic. It is nice to have one with his slightly longer hair. I think it's this one. I think that's what we're going with. I think that is basically the epitome of big old Karrion Kross. So, yep, I think I'm fairly happy with that. And if we take a quick look at our male left arrows, of course, these are not supposed to be left arrows, they are using the arrow to fix them, to swap them over. But you can see that he's just in there behind Akam and Finn Balor. But yeah, our Undertaker, Finn Balor, Akam, and Karrion Kross are now our 4 best left arrows, which means that we actually no longer need our... It is a fortified one Undertaker, he's just not been trained up, but we don't need our Undertaker any longer because he is unfortunately just not as relevant. It would be nice if we get some of these other ones pro'd, but if they're all going to be weaker than our... Well, this double heroic Undertaker might actually just be up here because we're currently using this, because I was using that to get through a previous level in campaign mode. But there we are, folks. That is going to be it for this little video. I really hope that you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.